The House Judiciary Non-Civil Committee will review House Bill 722 today. It proposes a model for growing marijuana in Georgia. The bill says the drug can only be used for medical purposes. State Representative Alan Peake expects to hear from supporters today and people who are against the bill Wednesday. We'll have coverage of the meeting tonight during 41 NBC News at 6. A few parks in Macon are closed because of high river levels. Macon-Bibb EMA says the Ocmulgee Heritage Trail and the canoe areas at Emerson River Park will be closed, or they closed rather, on Saturday. The Heritage Trail could reopen tomorrow depending on water levels.
Current and future parents learn what it takes to raise a healthy child at the Baby and Toddler Expo this weekend. The Tubman Museum gave tips from pregnancy to parenting at Bellies, Babies, and Bambinos. While the event organizers set up booths to let families know about different resources and services in the community. The United Way says the United Way group says it's a great way to learn the do's and don'ts as a parent.
Being a new parent comes with a lot of responsibility, not only to yourself but to your child, and being equipped and prepared and informed is going to make not only your job as a parent more successful, but also more enjoyable, because you're going to have a healthy child that you can play with and enjoy.
The group will be reviewing this year's progress at an annual lunch at the Warner Robins Museum of Aviation.
14 people are accused of...
Centerville's new police chief is in the second week of his job. Chief Ronald Rogers says while he's been greeted with open arms, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Rogers adds at the time when there's a large divide between law enforcement and the community, he's challenging his officers to bridge the gap.
When it all boils down at the end of the day is what are we doing for the citizens? You know, that's the biggest question.
Chief Rogers plans on sending out a survey in the next month to get feedback on what people would like to see from the department. Former first qualifying for the Macon-Bibb May election continues today. It started Monday at 9 a.m. Bibb County Sheriff David Davis and Mayor Robert Rickard were among those qualified. Almost every member of the commission is seeking re-election. The District 3 seat has at least 3 people running for it. Qualifying in Macon-Bibb ends Friday at noon, and to find out if your county is also participating in election qualification, check your local Board of Elections.
A community center in Macon is set to receive what leaders call some much-needed upgrades. Mayor Robert Rickard, as well as other city and county officials, were on hand near Maynard Street for a special groundbreaking marking the start of improvements for his Rosa Jackson Center. Penny sales tax money is being used to build the facility a new gym, a playground, an exercise room, and a brand new splash pad. Parks and Recreation Director Reggie Moore said upgrading the Rosa Jackson Center was one of the best ways to use those tax dollars.
And what we did was we met with the architects and the community and determined what was the best way to spend that money and how we need to spend that money in the best form possible.
The total cost of the upgrades are around $3.4 million.
People took to the streets for the Geico 5K road race and fun run Saturday morning. A little less than 100 runners and walkers participated in the event. This was the 33rd year the company has hosted the race. All the money raised will go toward helping athletes in this year's Special Olympics.
Helps them get to their summer games, events, pays their expenses, pays their room, food. We're going to raise about $71,000. Actually, we're going to do a little check presentation after the race today, so it all goes to a good cause.
Geico plans to continue to hold the race on Memorial Weekend from now on. Memorial Day weekend was the perfect opportunity for the Ocmulgee National Monument to show off its history. Park rangers showed tourists the historic Great Mounds, bricks, and railroads. They also taught them why the United States decided to preserve this historic park more than 100 years ago.
Folks realized that this beautiful site was slowly being lost. A lot of it is gone already, and they wanted to try and preserve it. So they talked with the Smithsonian and got them to send their chief ethnologist here to review the site and give his opinion. His opinion was that it was a very important Indian site. It should be investigated and preserved.
Congress is debating a bill that would turn the Ocmulgee National Monument into a national park. 41 NBC is partnering with the Red Cross for a blood drive. It started Friday at the Galleria Mall in Centerville. Brian Fern with the Red Cross says this is a gift that will impact people for the rest of their lives. He wants everyone to roll up their sleeves and donate.
If I told you that you could get a finger prick and a needle stick for about 12 minutes, be in the presence of the needle for about 12 minutes, fill that pint-sized bag of blood, and save 3 people's lives, would you do it? And that pretty much changes their mind most of the time.
Donating blood takes about an hour and a half. The blood drive continues tomorrow at the Red Cross Donor Center and Tuesday at Central Georgia Technical College in Milledgeville. To schedule an appointment, call 1-800-RED-CROSS. You can also go to the website redcrossblood.org and use the promo code 41NBC. Tomorrow, shown.
Hey, good Monday morning to you. After winning the Southern Conference regular season title, the Mercer women's basketball team breezed through the competition on its way to the SoCon tournament title game, but that is where they met their match. Chattanooga jumping out to an 8-point lead at halftime. Mercer cut it to 1 in the final quarter, but the Mocs win it 65-57. The men's team won its opening round matchup against the Citadel, but fell to East Tennessee State in the quarterfinals on Saturday. Senior Philip Leonard had 22 points and 7 rebounds for the Bears in the loss. College baseball, a beautiful day here in Middle Georgia. The Mercer Bears closing out their series against Austin Peay. The Bears and Governors split the first 2 games. Mercer leading 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning of the series finale. Charlie Madden batting with an 0-2 count, and he slaps that one out of Claude Smith Field to give Mercer a 6-2 lead. 6-3 in the 6th inning, full count for Trey Truitt, and that ball is gone. Solo shot for Truitt over the left field fence makes it 7-3 Bears. Same inning, it's 9-3. Mercer on a hot streak. Madden batting again, and that is another one. Not a home run, but a deep shot to left field. A run scores to make it 10-3, and the Bears win it 14-4. They are at Georgia State tomorrow and at College of Charleston this weekend. Georgia Tuesday morning to you. The Mount DeSales baseball team opened the season with 3 straight wins, but the Cavaliers had lost 2 of their last 3. A non-region game yesterday at Cavalier Fields against the Washington County Golden Hawks. Cavs up 2-1 in the top of the 2nd, and that is a double play. Waco misses out on a chance to tie the game, but makes up for it in the next inning. Rod Jenkins, batting for the Golden Hawks, slaps one to deep right field. It drops in fair territory and scores 2 Waco runs. Golden Hawks take a 3-2 lead, and they were not done yet. Same inning, it's 4-2. Jackson Smith gets a hold of one. It drops and scores another run. Waco up 5-2. But get this, Mount DeSales came back. The Cavs scoring 5 runs in the 6th inning. Zach Tong was 4 for 4 in the game with 2 doubles and 5 runs batted in. Mount DeSales wins it 8-5.